Dear students, welcome, and today we will discuss about circulatory system. The system which is called as the transportation system of the body, and it transports oxygen to the cells from where it collects carbon dioxide and again it gives back to the lungs. It means the transportation of oxygen, transportation of carbon dioxide and transportation of nutritious materials which is absorbed from the gastrointestinal tract. Now we are going to discuss about circulatory system, and before proceeding we must know what are the main important parts of the circulatory system. The most important is blood vessels and heart, and apart from these another system is lymphatic system, but we'll discuss later. Now we'll discuss about blood vessels and heart. Blood is the fluid connective tissue, and blood is containing the two parts. The one is cellular components and another one is non-cellular components. The cellular component is it is containing the cells. The cells are RBC, red blood corpuscles, WBC, white blood corpuscles, and platelets. And another part is non-cellular component, that is plasma. Plasma is the fluid part, liquid part, and it contains hormones and other required parts. And in the red blood cells, RBC, it contains the hemoglobin. This is the pigment, and due to presence of hemoglobin, the color of blood is red. And mature RBCs don't have nucleus. It is non-nucleated. And the work of WBC protects our body. It means it works like security guards. And RBC carries the oxygen and carbon dioxide. Along with that, it transports the nutritious materials to the cells. And the third one, that is platelets. The role of platelet is during the bleeding time, during emergency time, it clots the blood. Means clotting of the blood is the main work of platelets. Now, what is heart and how it works? In our home, there's for carrying water from our ground level to the top of the roof, and that is having the tank, the pump is required. In the same way, our body contains the pump, and that is called as the pumping station, and that is heart. Heart is fibrous muscular organ, and it continuously works because it contains cardiac muscles, and they never stop, and when they will stop, the person will stop. Now we'll see the heart is acting like the pumping station, and heart is having the four chamber. The four chambers are two auricles and two ventricles. Auricle and ventricles. Now let us see this one. My dear students, you see about the circulatory system. It supplies fuel, sugars, that is from digestive system, and oxygen, respiratory system, and waste cut CO2, that is from respiratory system, waste out CO2. Now see the blood, what does it contains? As you know, the blood contains the plasma and cells. Plasma is non-cellular part, that is liquid part, and the cells, that is cellular components it's having, and it also called as blood corpuscles. And in the cellular person, it contains RBC, WBC, and platelets. RBC stands for red blood corpuscles, WBC stands for white blood corpuscles, and platelets. RBC carry oxygen and carbon dioxide, and in mature RBC, nucleus is absent. WBC, the work is protection. Platelet is the clotting of blood. Protection, which type of protection? When any foreign particle, any bacteria which enters in our body, and this WBC becomes active, and they are having this capability to change their shape. So they attack on that foreign particle or antigen, and they defend, and finally they protect our body. Now you see, heart, it is four chambered, containing two auricle and two ventricle. This hollow fibrous muscular organ. And you know, the heart is the pumping station, and from heart the blood goes into the artery, from it is arteriole, then capillary, and there the exchange process takes place, and from capillary venules, vein, and again blood reaches into the heart. And you know, heart is enclosed in bilayered membrane, that is pericardium, and in this pericardium, in these two layers, there's a liquid. And what is the work of this liquid? The liquid protects the heart, and it protects from friction, and it gives the lubrication to the heart. Apart from that, heart is made up of cardiac muscle, and they continuously rhythm. They continuously work. And now I'm going to tell you about heart, which is having the four chamber. Just I'm going to tell you. I have told you that this system contains blood, blood vessels, and heart. You know, blood vessels, and heart. You know, blood vessels, artery, veins. Artery contains oxygenated blood, and veins carry deoxygenated blood. There's a one artery that is the exception, and that is pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery is the exception, which contains deoxygenated blood, and pulmonary vein is the exception, which carries oxygenated blood. You have to remember this one because it's an important question. Now we see the heart. This is a general diagram. This is the heart. It is having the four chamber, and this is right auricle, and this is right ventricle, this is left auricle, this is left ventricle. And you know, from the body, from upper parts, superior vena cava, superior vena cava, and from lower, inferior vena cava, inferior vena cava. The blood is collected in the right auricle, and this blood is deoxygenated blood, and from where it reaches into the right ventricle, and here is the tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve is there, and from right ventricle this blood goes to the lungs. I'm going to show you this one. This one. From right ventricle the blood goes to the lungs by pulmonary artery. This one you have to remember. Pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood from right ventricle to the lungs, and here is the presence of pulmonary valve. Pulmonary valve. And from lungs the carbon dioxide is liberated, and the blood is loaded with oxygen, and from lungs, pulmonary, via pulmonary vein, the blood reaches into the left auricle, and from left auricle there is the mitral valve. From left auricle the blood reaches into the left ventricle, and from left ventricle the blood goes into the whole body, and here the presence of aortic valve, and with the help of aorta the blood goes into the whole body. Okay, this is about the heart and its circulation. We will discuss later what is the mode of heart, how it works, and how the blood reaches into the whole body, and from how it is collected from the body and it reaches back to the heart, and what is the work of valves present here, where is SA node, AV node are present, and Purkinje fiber is present. We will discuss later. So, thank you for watching, my dear friends. For any doubts, let me know about the comment and write in the comment section. Thank you.